gotta make a pit stop. Do you think this is a good time to go? It was like basically asking her like she's my mom. I was like, do you think I can go to the bathroom? She's like, yeah, I gotcha. Like I think you got enough time. We're running slow enough. It's fine. So I went in as quick as I could, came back out. She was kind of like hung back waiting for me, and she just like pointed to getting behind her back and just like drafting off of her. So we made it back up. And as soon as we made it back up to the pack, she like checked off, and I thought like, okay, she's gonna drop out now.
She went behind you.
But she did. Okay, I wasn't sure where she went, and I was like, oh, like I hope that didn't ruin her race. But she'd already said like I'm dropping out to me, so I thought, okay. So in fact, I got warmer having done that, like picking up the pace. So I actually felt a little bit better, and then I felt like I got really cold again. And I just felt like my muscles in my legs were just shutting down. I felt like stabbing, like I was gonna break my femurs, kind of just fatigue and soreness. So it was a tough day, and I at one point was so delirious. Like people were cheering so loudly for me. I was like, am I winning? Like because I had passed other women, and I was unsure of who was in front and who was dropping out. Like I knew that there was a good chance some of these women like would potentially drop out. And I saw Daska, and I was like, she was almost walking when I passed her, and I thought, who's still in front? Is Des still in front? I was very out of it. But then as soon as there was like two other American women that passed me, who I had no idea who they were, and I thought, am I in the right race? Like, where am I? I don't know what's going on. I must be having a really bad day, and they're having a really phenomenal day. Like I was out of it. And then when I got to Boylston, I was just looking for the 3 lines to stay in the center of the road as much as possible. But it was really tough. But I'm really happy for Des. She went from talking about dropping out to then just motoring, and then I saw her make another surge, and I thought she was helping Molly. Like she just seemed like she was going to be a sacrificial lamb. Like that's the way she was talking. Like this isn't for me. Whatever I can do to help. And I thought when I saw her pull up in front of Molly to try to bridge the gap between Daska, I thought, okay, she's being a sacrificial lamb for Molly to bridge that gap. And I was like, man, she's doing a lot of good work here. Like it's amazing. And then I just saw her keep going. I think that momentum of just like helping someone else and just like not maybe investing so much about how she's feeling, I maybe just gave her that little lift that she needed. And I mean, I've always said this, Des is built for this course, and it's pretty incredible.
Yeah, when did you find out she won?
When I was feebly crossing the finish line, I saw her holding an American flag, and the only thing I could think of is she won. So, pretty incredible.
Yeah.
And I told her right before the start, I was like, you got your business shoes on. She had these really sleek black shoes on. I was like, you're ready to go. And she's like, oh yeah, I don't know about that. Like, she's very much downplaying her ability today for some reason. So.
Does it make it easier since you won New York?
Does it make it easier?
Yeah. Before you really wanted to win this race so badly, and now you've won New York. And
I feel really good about it being Des, 100%. I even said after I won New York that it was her turn. I knew she was due for it. Like if you do this enough and you put in the time, like good things are just bound to happen. And the fact that she took off a fall marathon and really just solely prepped for this one, I thought was going to be a good thing for her. But I can handle it well because that was all I had today. I had nothing left in the tank. That was it. I mean, there were so many times I didn't want to continue. So,
is there any way to prep for weather like that?
No, I think it's just like how your body, I think, metabolizes and handles the conditions. You look at a lot of the like track runners, we're pretty far back, and I don't know what that means or says about the body type, but there's got to be something to it where either you're kind of like built for those conditions or not, and it's not like an effort thing. It's not like, oh, those other women didn't try hard enough. I think the body either can handle those conditions well or not. I train in rain and cool temperatures, but I train in like 45 to 55 in rain, and so 20 degrees potentially with the wind chill was just too much for my legs to handle.
When did you start feeling it? You mentioned before your femurs
at
felt
mile 6 I was very cold, like my teeth were chattering. I actually bit my tongue because it was just chattering so bad. And at the finish here, I think that was a unanimous feeling. The elite athlete area, there was a lot of naked bodies just trying to strip down, trying to get their clothes off as quick as possible. The medical team was phenomenal here, but they just want to make sure that people don't get hypothermia. And I was able to go immediately up to my room and get in a hot shower, but I was just in bed in my sweats, trying to warm up for about a good 90 minutes so I could come down and see my family.
Where do you go from here? What happens next?
I don't know. I can't lie. It was a very unsatisfying race. You know, I trained 3 months really hard to have a really great showing, and I feel like I don't even know what to think about it. It was all I had, but very unsatisfying feeling just because I feel like I was in PR shape, I was ready to go, and the conditions just didn't play in my favor for my style of running and for my body composition.
What do you think about Des, who told you she might DNF at 6 miles, she wins it?
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. I don't know if there was some mind shift that was actually allowed her to have a better race because of that, because she was just self-serving to other people, and maybe that just elevated her performance and she wasn't invested in herself anymore, and I think it just kind of maybe lightened the mood for her, and I think she just had fun and she just was being Des, and I had fun racing with Des out there today. Like, I felt like she was my teammate, and I'm so proud of her. I mean, she just has been working at this for a long time. She's talked about wanting to win Boston just as much as I have, and she's run more Bostons than me, and we all know she's really built for this course, and I'm pretty thrilled.
Are you guys more rivals or friends, or what's the relationship?
I mean, both. I don't know Des as intimately as maybe like my teammate Amy, because they went to school together, but I hear lots of stories about Des from Amy, and so like vicariously I feel like we're friends. When we were back here in Boston in like December and we had a John Hancock function, for sure Des and I were hanging out. I enjoy her company and her sarcasm, and she's a good
Was there
person.
a point in the race where you said, it's just not happening today?
I think I always kept a little glimmer of hope because it's Boston, and if you don't run the course well and you get too ahead of yourself, then there's always room for carnage or people dropping out, and there was a lot of DNFs today. So I knew that, but my state of like deliriousness, I think in the last 3 miles I kind of knew it was probably not gonna be my day. But I did say at one point I was so delirious I thought like maybe I was in the lead because people were cheering so loudly, and I was like, am I winning? I'm not winning. And I was trying to calculate like who was in front of me and who I'd passed, and I was clearly not thinking very well because I was sixth.
I mean, at some point it might have been just Des and then some other people you didn't know who passed you. You're sort of...
Yeah, exactly. I was like, are they in the same race as me?
Yeah.
Like, I was just, because I didn't recognize them, and I'm used to recognizing my competition and knowing their names and being very familiar, so that's why I was like, is Des still in front? Has Des dropped out? I mean, she was so far ahead, she won by 4 minutes today, so.
Yeah, I think Sarah Sellers, is that her name?
Yeah.
Second place.
Which is incredible. I don't want to diminish the achievements of these other women, but yeah, they ran their race and put themselves in position to have a magical moment today, for sure.
I missed it when you said at the beginning, the stop, you made it, was it 7 miles or 6 miles?
No, I think it was like in Wellesley area. Yeah, Wellesley. I think maybe like 12 or something like that, 11 or 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
You weren't stopped for very long.
No, it was just a quick pit stop, and it was just, we were going slow enough, and I was just drinking so many fluids, and it was cold out, and I wasn't really sweating, so I just was being a polite lady, basically, so it didn't hurt. I wouldn't say that was ever like a decisive moment of my race, like hurt me.
And what's the future for you now?
I don't know. I feel very unsatisfied with that performance, to be honest, just because I know different circumstances I'm capable of more, and, but at the same time, it is what it is. I don't know. That was a tough day for everyone. Well, not everyone. The winner, I'm sure, is feeling great.
I mean, if you were going to keep racing, does defending your title in New York sound more appealing, or like going after a fast time in Europe?
Maybe neither, actually. I think the only thing that really motivates me now is maybe trying to train and help the other 2 women on my Bowerman Track Club team make the next Olympics team. So I may take a little break and assess what I want to do next, but I think I have to just see what motivates me because the training's hard. That's the disappointing part about today is like thinking about how much training I put in and the sacrifices and to come away with my performance is just kind of like got
And so you were going to prompt us. I forgot to ask you about Gwen. We haven't, first time since you guys are officially teammates. What do you think her limits are? What do you think she can do in the sport?
It's, I don't know what she's capable of. She came to us when she was already pregnant, but coming off a gold medal, so we know she's a good athlete. But like, what are her running? What's her ceiling? She's come off of having
when you're assessing a feature, you can't just also the fact that today was kind of a fluke weather situation.